Well, thank you very much, everybody, for attending today. Again, my name is Matt Luno. I'm with JW Winco. And today we'd like to talk to you a little bit about stainless steel products that we have in our product range and how they can be used in packaging and processing equipment and machinery. And describe to you a little bit the differences of the product lines that we carry and how they can be used in the packaging and processing materials that you might see here at the show. So a little bit about JW Winco real quickly. We like to believe ourselves as the #1 source for metric and inch standard components in the industry. Our selection is very wide and very vast. We've got well over 70,000 standard parts that we do offer. You can find those on our website as well. And we are headquartered in New Berlin, Wisconsin, which is just outside of the Milwaukee area. Right now we're a family-owned and run company that has about 45 employees. And as of 2014, we are just under 14 million in sales. Another piece of information to share with us, we are also co-owned by a German company named Otto Ganter Incorporated. They are a part of us since 2009, located in the southwestern portion of Germany. And a lot of the products that you will see from us today are something that we do offer from them as well. So when you see some of these products, part of the reason we want you to be aware of this is we do strive for quality products, and especially when it comes to stainless steel, it's not something you want to skimp on and have any sort of issues with as you go forward. So as I mentioned before, we have a very vast range of products, and we offer 20 different sections of various product lines, everything from adjustable levers to handles to casters to crank handles and leveling devices. A very wide range of products. And when you look through those, one of the things that I think you'll see is we offer them not only in the steel and plastic versions, but you'll find a lot of stainless steel products, which is why we wanted to present today and offer a little bit of a difference as to why we offer some of those products and where they can be used in this particular industry. So one of the first questions that comes up is, why do we use stainless steel? Well, one of the things that as we research stainless steel, one of the big pieces of it per the British Stainless Steel Association, stainless steel is an alloy of iron, and it has a minimum chromium content of 10.5%. And that chromium produces a thin layer of oxidation which prevents further corrosion on the material, hence why it's called stainless steel. The increasing amount of chromium you put in there in general is the increased resistance it will have to the corrosion. So as you go through this, we will talk about a few different styles and types of stainless that we offer in a wide array of products. And we also want to talk a little bit then about what are some of the benefits we can get from stainless steel. So as we heard earlier as we got introduced, corrosion resistance obviously is first and foremost. But stainless steel also offers a lot of other benefits, such things as fire and heat resistance. It's also very good in those applications. Hygienic type applications is also a great reason that people use stainless steel. Some people just like the aesthetic appearance. It has a very unique and very distinct appearance to it, and it can augment and accent a piece of equipment very well as well. There is also a strength to weight advantage, ease of fabrication. Again, you don't have to replate it or do anything because it is stainless steel. Its impact resistance has a very long-term value when it's taken and cared for. And the sustainability. Obviously, the less we have to replace things and less we have to redo things, the longer that product life is going to be, which is a benefit to you and your customers in the equipment and machinery that you have. So those are some of the reasons why we wanted to talk about stainless steel, and now what I'd like to do is present to you some of the products that we do offer in stainless steel. First and foremost, I'd like to introduce the GN 300.5. It's our adjustable lever, which we have sold for years and is very common in the market, used for a lot of adjustments and quick change type applications. This particular version that we have is entirely made of stainless steel. We offer other options that might have a plastic handle, or the inner workings of it might be a zinc steel or something like that. But when we came out with this particular version, we wanted to make sure the entire product was stainless steel. The handle, the screw, the spring, and the insert that are used in this. This particular one, the handle is made out of a 304 version stainless. 303 and 304 are probably two of the most standards that we deal with. They're relatively easy to work with. They offer a very good corrosion resistance and very common and very standard in the marketplace. This particular product line we also do offer in inch and metric sizes, and we have several different handle sizes to kind of suit the needs that you have for those quick adjustments and quick changeovers. One of the other things that we've offered on this particular product line, typically it comes with a internal hexagon screw on the top, which is partially for assembly when we're putting the product together, but also can be used for installation. But we know with that little crevice that's in there, sometimes that's not desired when you're talking about food grade applications or washdowns. So what we came up and developed was actually an external hex. So it's not internal, it's actually cut around the outside of it. So when you want to adjust it, you're using more of a wrench than you would an Allen key or tool that way. So a little bit different product, but offers a couple different options depending on the exact application. Next, we go into one of the tubular handles that we offer, our GN666.5. We call it our tubular grip handle, and it has the little legs that are on it. Again, a product that is entirely made out of stainless steel. The handle itself is a 30 millimeter diameter tube, and we offer stainless steel cover caps that actually go over the end. So again, it's hollow on the inside, which helps reduce some of the weight if it's not necessarily required for an application. And then it has internal taps on the bottom leg so you can actually attach it from the back, so you don't have any sort of crevices or anything on the external side of a piece of equipment or machinery. We offer those standardly with an M6, M8, or 5/16/18 tap, so we can do, again, both inch or metric. Very easily that we could modify this to any length that someone might need. And you could also get this if you didn't want to have the tap types. We do offer it in the 666.7, which has the studded types on the legs. So again, it really depends on exactly how you're looking to attach and fasten this onto a piece of equipment. But a great little product, again, entirely stainless, and especially for I want to keep something clean and hygienic, and wiping it down it offers a really nice appearance as well to augment and accent your machinery and equipment. Another pull handle that we have, this one is the GN565.9. It's an arched pull handle. So most pull handles, when you see them, tend to be kind of a square or rectangular style and design. We came up with this one that actually gives that little arch design to it. So a little bit of different aesthetics that can look very nice on a piece of equipment and machinery. It's also a smooth finish to it, so it looks very nice, but it's also very easy to clean or wipe down if necessary as well. This particular, as opposed to the previous handle version, this is actually a solid piece of stainless steel that's bent. So there's no grooves, no crevices, no internal workings on it or anything that way. So it offers a great corrosion resistance and very, very few options where you could get any sort of buildup of bacteria or mold in it as well. Again, we have standard sizes that we can do. This one is particularly offered in metric sizes. So we have 160 millimeter center to center length or 192. But if you were looking for something either a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, we do have the options of looking at getting these custom made to size for someone as well. So definitely not a problem there. We do also offer this in two different versions. You can get it with the tapped hole that's hidden from the back side and is a blind option, or you can also get it with a counterboard version where you can actually put through a DIN 912 socket hit cap screw or even an inch size when it will accept both. So again, you can use this in multiple applications, whether you're producing your products in inch or stainless steel, or inch or metric. Another very commonly found item in this particular industry are hand wheels. There's always some sort of inner workings that you're going to want to adjust and kind of get to a position or option to where you want to maybe have a cutting head or part of your packaging and equipment that you're going to adjust for different size packages or materials. So hand wheels are very commonly used, a hand-operated product to kind of spin or twist and give you that adjustment in length. This particular one, the GN950.6, is a spoked hand wheel version. Again, solid stainless steel, so there's no hollows on the back side of it or anything. A nice solid piece that you can put on equipment and machinery, great for washdowns applications. This particular one is based off of a standard DIN product, the DIN 950, but that particular version wasn't offered in stainless steel. So this came out as an option to that particular series where we now can provide a full stainless steel range with this as well. This particular version is actually made out of 316 stainless, so a much higher grade stainless, which we know has become more and more common and more commonly accepted and asked for in the industry. And it's something that we paid attention to and have tried to offer more products with that as an option as well. So we have several different diameters, everywhere from 100 millimeters all the way up to 200 millimeters. And you can get these standardly with or without a keyway. But one of the beauties of this particular product is we can also modify this if you need a different bore size or a different keyway size or a set screw, depending on how you're looking to add it on your piece of equipment machinery. We can take care of all that for you and offer a product that you can put right onto that piece of equipment right out of the box. So very diverse product line, commonly used, and something we can certainly help you to fit your specific need and application. Moving on to our next product line we wanted to feature is the GN21. It's a leveling foot device. This has a solid stainless steel base and a solid stainless steel stud on it as well. The base is actually a turned piece, so it's not cast. It's actually turned out of solid bar, so it's a very heavy, solid piece. And as you've seen in walking through the industry here, you know leveling feet are used on a great many devices. Always looking to keep something off of the floor, whether it be for clearance of the floor, to clean up underneath, or if you have a piece of equipment or machinery that might vibrate a little bit and you don't want that scuffing up the floor a little bit. Leveling devices are always great to use in those applications. Gives you an adjustment feature, so as you're trying to level out your equipment, there's a nut that's included with this that you can use to then adjust, so you can give your piece of equipment just that right dimension as you're installing it and make sure it's level on the equipment floor that you're using it on. This particular version, metric size are standard, but we can certainly look to put inch sizes on it as well if you're looking for. Very easy to be done with this. It also does come with an adjustable sleeve that's a cover that you can put over the threads. A lot of times the threads can be an area that if you have especially food materials, you don't want them to get stuck in there because it could build bacteria or mold or anything on there as well. So there is a thread guard or a thread sleeve that you can put over that to protect those threads if something were to splash on it. It's not getting inside of those threads as well. You can get this also with mounting holes if you wanted to bolt it down into the floor, and that would be the version GN23, which we also have standardly available. So moving on to another product range of ours that you'll see are very common. Everybody knows different types of hand knobs that you're going to use for, could be for clamping something down, could be for something that you want to hold on to for lifting. A lot of different options. Our GN5334 is a solid stainless steel product that's again made out of an equivalent to the American 304 series. This is actually a drawn stainless steel from a sheet product that actually has the thread that is butt welded on the bottom side to it. So the difference on this one with some of the other ones you'll see in a moment, there is a little bit of a hollow on the back side. So it's great for applications if you're looking to have stainless but aren't too concerned with getting materials behind it or stuck in it. This would be a great option that you would have as well. We have several different diameters, both inch size studs are available as well, and you could also get it as a tap type if needed. But if you decide that you don't really like that hollow on the back, we do offer several other versions of hand knobs as well. Moving into the GN5345. This is actually a 3-lobe design, whereas this is actually a solid piece of stainless steel. So there's no hollow on the back side. It's excellent for hygienic requirements as well because there are no grooves on it. There are no little areas that you could get anything onto. Very easy to clean and wash down as well. We have several different diameters that are available in this, 40, 50, and 60 millimeters. And we can also offer this one in the 316 stainless steel, which is a little bit of an upgrade as well in this particular series, as we've offered more and more products in that 316 stainless range. So, as with any knob though, one of the other pieces that goes along with this is there's always a concern if you're hand tightening something and hand loosening something, could that piece fall? And especially if it's over anywhere in your equipment where you definitely don't want that to fall down into your perhaps food or anywhere else on the piece of equipment. One of the other things that we now offer with these particular products is our next option here, the GN111.16 lanyard ring. And basically what this can do, as you'll see on the photo here, you can cut a little groove around the hub of the hand knob that you're looking to use. This ring can then slip over that and lock into place a bit, but still spins freely. And the idea is then you can put a lanyard or some sort of attachment onto the lanyard itself or onto the lanyard ring and then attach that to your piece of equipment. So the idea being is the knob will now spin freely, and if you ever tried to put a lanyard onto a knob, as you're spinning it, it can get wrapped around. This prevents that from happening. And it also then acts as a loss prevention device, whereas if you loosen it up, it doesn't go in somebody's pocket, doesn't fall down, it's now attached and part of that piece of equipment or machinery. So that's the lanyard ring itself. You can buy this. It does come standard in the 301 series stainless steel. We have several different diameters that can fit into most of the products and the knobs that we offer. And we have an array of different ball chains and lanyards that can also be used with it, as you see at the bottom here. We also have gone ahead and offered certain products where they're already put together. So the GN 6336.13 hand knob is one where we've already incorporated that into the actual product and can be ordered as one complete unit. This particular one has the hand knob, which is a thermoplastic material, and the tapped stud or the tapped insert or threaded versions are all made out of stainless steel, so the inner workings of this particular piece. A couple different diameters that you see, all the way from 25 millimeters up to 63 millimeters that are available. You can get it with the ring type, or you can also get it to include the cable or the lanyards with that as well. So many different options available in this particular product, and something definitely has a lot of uses, especially as you look around here and all the equipment that each of you might be producing as well. So something to keep in mind is some of the availability products that we have for you. And then another different style of knob that we get into is our GN5339.5. It's a triangular version, so some people like to have that fit and function on their hand, not looking to necessarily have each finger around it, but just want to get a nice tight fit into the palm. And that's where this kind of came into that nice curved design that you'll see that's kind of cut into the product itself. So it's a solid construction again, as we talked about before, great for hygienic applications. So there's no grooves, no openings on the back of this at all. And we have multiple different diameters available in this particular product. So if you want to get just that right grip for your particular application, we have multiple different versions that can fit that as well. And this particular one, we also do offer standardly with inch-size taps. So if you're looking to use inch-size fasteners and hardware with this, we can certainly provide that along for you as well. So the next series of products that we'll talk about a little bit is kind of a little takeoff of the hand knobs. Now we go into some of our winged products. So this particular one we'll start with is the GN434 wing nut. So it has a two-lobe, if you will, just like you would kind of a little hand or finger operable type design. It's, again, solid stainless steel construction with two diameters that are available, just over 1 inch and then just over 1¼ inches as well. And we do standardly offer these in inch-size tap versions as well. We also do have these available in metric if needed for your particular product or application. So along with this one, this is the wing nut version because it has an internal tap on the bottom side of it. But then it also has a related product, the GN433, which is the wing screw. So it's the exact same knob design, but now you have the stud version on it, which is also entirely stainless steel and built right into the product itself. So again, these are also offered in both inch and metric sizes. So we have a lot of different options that we can provide to you for your particular need or application. We have another line of wing nuts and wing screws that we've also added into this product line. As you saw, the previous 400 series that we have are very smooth in their design. We've had some people who wanted, because these are finger operable, they wanted just a little bit extra grip. So when we designed the GN834 wing nuts, you'll see on the drawings to the right here, we have some little grooves that are put in there. They're actually little detents just to give a little extra grip for your fingers and your thumbs when you're trying to tighten or loosen this in your application. So the 834 is the wing nut style. Again, it's a solid stainless steel product. Has those little ridges on the wings there just for a little bit better grip, and a couple different diameters. These are a little bit bigger than the 400 series as well. These go from 1.81 inches all the way up to 2.28, so just over 2¼ inches. So a little bit bigger diameter on these as well. So if you're looking to get a little extra grip with several fingers, this is an option for you as well. And then it has its related product of the GN835, which is the wing screw version, which now is also entirely stainless steel. So those can be used in conjunction together. You could have one nut version and one screw version and use those to tighten or clamp down different things on your products and applications. Moving on to a couple other products that we have, specifically our GN617-NI is an indexing plunger. And for those of you who may or may not be familiar with indexing plungers, the idea behind these is it has a threaded body on it that you can attach onto a piece of equipment and machinery. and a knob on one side and a pin that runs through the length of the body itself. When you pull up on that knob, it actually retracts the pin up into the body of the indexing plunger itself, whereby it gives you an indexing application where you can lift up that pin, move a product to a position, and then lock it back down when you let go of that pin. So this particular one, the GN617-NI, is an entirely stainless steel product. Everything from the knob to that threaded body to the nut that you see incorporated on there and the pin itself are entirely stainless steel. This particular one, the threaded body is a 303 version, as is the knob itself. And the plunger pin is also chemically nickel plated over the stainless steel for a little added rigidity and durability on that pin, which is going to see probably the majority of wear as you're using it in an application. The knob itself is not removable, as we've had some people ask that, but we do have other options in other series where you can get a threaded stem if you were looking to put your own knob on for a particular application as well. And we do offer these in 3 standard inch-size threads, and we have 3 different pin diameters that go with those as well. So the other thing that we do also offer is a lockout and non-lockout version. So this particular one is going to be the non-lockout, which basically means when you pull back on the knob, when you let go, it springs right back into position. But we have another version where you can pull the knob out, twist it 90 degrees, and it actually rests on itself and keeps that plunger pin retracted out. So if you have something where you might be wanting to move it and not lock it right back down right away, we've got a couple different options and styles for that as well. One of the other very commonly seen items here, a very simplistic item but very commonly used, is an adjusting rod. So especially when you're thinking of conveying systems or packaging systems where you're having things moving down a conveying line and you have wear strips and guides along the sides that you're trying to direct it down the path to get it to the next station or next position where you want your product to be, you usually have adjusting rods. If you're running multiple different sizes down the same conveyor, you might want to adjust things in and out. These rods can be used in conjunction with other standard parts that we have to adjust the size and diameter, if you will, of the openings that you have in the conveyor belt to accommodate for different size boxes, different size bottles, anything that you have in your different packaging equipment. So these are also a solid stainless steel bar and can be used with the cross blocks and several other particular product lines for those quick adjustment features on a conveying line. We also do have other versions that offer different cutouts or different tap sizes as well that you see there. But the WN760 is one of the basic designs that we have and very standardly and commonly used. Multiple different sizes and very easily customized as well. Looking onto one of the other products that we really like and seems to have gained some traction in the marketplace here as well is our GN927.7 clamping lever with eccentrical cam. And the idea behind this, any of you that have ever ridden a bike, you know those seat adjustments that you might have where you can move something up and down with just a little lever to loosen it, get it to the height you want, and then clamp it down just by pushing it back down. This operates under the exact same principle as that, a little bit different style and design, a little bit beefier and heavier than that as well. Our 927.7 is an entirely stainless steel product. Everything from the handle itself to the inner workings, the stud or the tap, and the little adjustment nut that you'll also see that's on there as well are entirely made out of stainless steel. We offer these in both inch and metric and threaded and tap sizes as well. And if you aren't necessarily looking for a solid stainless steel as we're presenting here today, we do have other options where you can get the handleless stainless steel with some of the other products, perhaps as a black oxided steel product, or you could get the handle as a zinc coated product as well, and then stainless steel on the stud or the tap as well. So we have a lot of different versions with this, a lot of different options, and several different sizes available. Multiple uses also commonly used throughout this industry, and something we're really proud of and happy to offer here at PAC Expo and Pharma EXPO as well. One of the other pieces that we've gotten into is a clamping system to be used with tubing. Could be designing different structures around a packaging equipment or system, or it could be for some holdings and inner workings of the systems, or along conveying lines if you're holding up some sensors or coating materials or anything like that. There's always tubing that gets used, and we have some connecting clamps that we've now produced entirely out of stainless steel that can be used with tubing. So you can kind of create your own, if you will, structures and framework to support whatever a piece of equipment machinery you might have. So these particular ones are a two-way connector, so you can run one piece of tubing horizontally and the other one vertically. And you'll see with this, we offered a standardly in the 30 millimeter bore size, which is to be used with construction tubing. We have our own series of construction tubing also offered that is standardly used with this, and that's our GN990 series. And you can get that tubing in the round sizes in stainless steel as well. One of the other pieces we also offer with this is an adjustable lever clamping kit that you can replace the screws on here with an adjustable lever, so you could have toolless operation of this as well. And along with this particular product line, we have a whole bunch of other stainless steel products we've added to our range of clamping components as well. Everything from the 146.5 flange connector piece to the 192.5 flange connector, where you're kind of creating a T positioning. So all of these used together with different construction tubing gives you a lot of options and abilities to create and design multiple things in your product and packaging needs and solutions for your customers as well. So along with that, we've covered a lot of different products that we've had today, but a lot of those are not the entire range of stainless steel products that JW Winco offers. So here's just a kind of glimpse into some of the other product lines that we also do offer in stainless steel. We have revolving ball knobs, such as our GN319.5. We have a couple other styles and designs of knobs, such as the GN75.5 waist-shaped knob. We have crank handles. We have indexing mechanisms, fork heads, which are also standardly used for moving parts and equipment machinery. We have those that are now available also in inch size, as well as stainless steel. And then, of course, toggle clamps, which is something that we've just recently expanded and added onto our product line quite extensively, and we do offer those in stainless steel types as well for clamping and holding things down as well. So, but without a doubt, stainless steel is not the only product we offer. We know it's very commonly used and has, as we talked earlier, has a lot of uses and a lot of benefits in this particular industry. But we have a slew of other products in all different materials and styles and designs that we can offer, from knobs to hand wheels, a very extensive range of plungers and U-handles, toggle clamps. And we even have magnets and other types of rod ends and joint pieces as well that we can provide and help you with your particular applications as well. A few of the other services that we offer is some secondary machinery. We have our own in-house machine shop. As we talked with the hand wheels, we can bore those out to a size that's going to fit right onto your piece of equipment, so you can get it right out of the box and put it onto your piece of machinery that you're trying to get to your customers. We do any sort of special packaging and labeling to meet your requirements. We're always happy to work with customers, make sure we're getting something to you in the manner and form which you like it. We also do have a free shipping program, whereby any parcel going here in the United States, we offer free shipping to you as well. So even if you're looking for a few pieces, we can certainly help you out with that, not a problem. And we have an online e-store where you can order 24/7 from us on just about any of the products that you've seen today in this presentation. Also, we do have CAD models available for download for free right off of our website in both 2D and 3D formats. So those are just some of the other benefits that JW Winco offers to you. And at this point, that kind of sums up my presentation. I'll take any questions you might have in the audience about anything we covered today or anything else you might have.